Hello, welcome to Souls Intersect. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and it is focused on January of 2017. I'm still working on the annual readings, so the monthly readings are going to be a little bit shorter this time around. I selected 6 cards for you Cancers, and from the top they are the Four of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Then we have the World and the Ten of Cups, and then the Three of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. I want to start with this Nine of Wands. It has come up in, it feels like almost half of the monthly readings. My sense around it is that, especially because there's a Mercury retrograde coming into the new year, I feel like there are some things that have not fully completed their cycle going into January. And it's not that in January or the beginning of the year things always neatly cut off or anything like that. Of course, it's life. That doesn't usually happen. However, usually energetically there is a little bit more of that sense. And it's really feeling to me like this year there's a lot of unfinished things, more than usual, carrying over from last year. And I feel that for you, there's something in regard to that, either in your homes or it could be in a partnership, but it does feel like it is relating to something on a creative level. I feel like there could be, for some of you, there were plans to finish something in the home or a creative project by the end of the year, and that didn't exactly happen. The message with this, for your sign and for all of the readings really with this card, is that it wasn't meant to be completed yet. So there shouldn't be any negative feelings around something not being completed or not fully having run its course, because the timing is just going to be better in this month for that to take place. It doesn't feel negative, it just feels like a little bit of frustration around that. And especially if it's a creative thing, it feels like you've had moments maybe where you felt like you were running out of fuel, but I feel like there'll be a revival. There's a better time for a cycle to complete, both with this Ten of Cups and the World card. I feel like this month is when it's going to take place. I do sense a great deal of fulfillment, either in regard to whatever the project was or a matter. Again, it could be in relation to a partnership as well. I'm picking up on some boundaries and maybe some work being done on seeing eye to eye with a partner. I see these two in the Four of Wands standing on even ground next to each other, and energetically, and also the hands in the World card. I feel like for a lot of you there may have been some attempts to revive a partnership, get on the same page with someone, get better at seeing eye to eye. I'm not sensing a lot of argument or struggle or conflict, but it feels like maybe there's been this sense of not being on the same page at some point. So that feels like an ongoing thing, and it feels like there'll be some fulfillment around that, some peace around it and joy around it this coming month, here in January most likely. And I'm also sensing with the Three of Cups and the Page of Pentacles that there's something that either you've been planning, something to look forward to. The page here, I'm feeling that it could be a child for some of you, but it could also be a partner or a love interest if you're not in a partnership. So this could be an earth sign, either, again, a child or someone you're interested in, even someone in your life. More than likely, though, I feel that it has to do with their personality, possibly their age as well. They could be younger. Obviously, if they're a child, they are. If it's a partner, it feels like someone that could be younger. And my sense is that there's a dependency, and that this person is featuring prominently in this month for some reason. I'm looking at this Page of Pentacles facing this Three of Cups, and I feel again that there may be something planned, a celebration, if it is a Capricorn, it could be a birthday coming up. It feels significant for me. It feels like a significant birthday, if it's that, like a specific rite of passage. It could just be an anniversary of something, picking up on a recovery of some kind. That could be an addiction, or a health matter, another health matter. But there's definitely, this could be just for one person, but I sense that 1 year recovery, possibly someone who's in AA. I'm even seeing that pentacle is like the coin, and the sense of the page of pentacles facing this three of cups as having a more grounded approach to things that are celebratory or have been seen as celebratory, possibly drinking. Now, I also get that message for you Cancers in general, that some of you could be taking a more grounded approach to how much you're celebrating, or that there's a message to take a more grounded approach to it. This could be also carryover from the end of last year with celebrations and things like that. I think in your annual reading there was at the beginning something about, for some of you, maybe an overindulgence or maybe a dependency. So it seems to me that is coming up again. It feels like you're being encouraged to look at the way that you're approaching something in relation to reactions out of emotion, and that could have to do with things like eating or drinking, but it could also be leaning on someone too much, things with codependency, and it could also just be balancing, again, like how much you're celebrating, partying, possibly, something like that. I'm seeing it as this page, it being kind of an immature approach to it, or at least showing a need to develop more skill around it or a better approach to it. And because it's pentacles, probably a more grounded approach. That's where that's coming from. If it's in relation to a child, besides a celebration, that does seem to be featuring here, with the Four of Wands, also the world being like an anniversary type thing, and then the Three of Cups being a celebration. With that, I feel, again, I'm being encouraged to say that it's significant. Obviously, if it's marking an anniversary besides a birthday, like something like recovery, that's significant in and of itself. It's a great accomplishment. I feel, though, more so that something about that day is also significant. If there is something coming up, like a wedding or a birthday or something you're celebrating, even if it's not marking something, if it's just something that you've been planning, check out the astrology of that day. Also, be sure to protect. This isn't a warning. It doesn't feel like a negative thing that is significant about that day. I just get the sense that it's important. And so being aware, being alert, raising your vibration, and being asked to see something that you're meant to see, I really feel like something beautiful is coming out of that day. And I don't know what day it is, but you would be able to know if, again, there's something that's being planned. If you're also concerned about something you're planning, I feel like there's really positive omens around it, with the Ten of Cups, all of this beautiful celebration. A little bit of worry coming out of the maybe length of time you've been waiting or planning with this Nine of Wands. But overall, it feels like it's headed in the right direction, and that there will be a really positive outcome. All right, Cancers, if you have any questions about this general reading or about my services, feel free to email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com. And a Happy New Year to you. Also, the address to my website is in the description below. Thank you.